Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackedfemalecode.com. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, so I found a video online. It's with that, I think her name's Seduction. She's a female psychologist, beautiful lady. I think she's Middle Eastern. I believe that's what she is. I'm not 100% sure exactly what. But anyway, she's beautiful. She does a lot of stuff on dating, relationships, etc., and the differences between men and women. But the problem is she doesn't explain it in a way that your brain can actually understand it. The problem is she doesn't realize that. The other problem is these guys on this blog, they don't realize it. So she said that there's this one metric. So there's something called hypergamy, is when women are always looking to upgrade to a better male. You know, as men will say richer male. It's not always that. What they're really looking for is what she's talking about, and I'll get into it now. So first of all, there's something that all women are looking for, and it goes right over men's head. And here's the thing, women say it to you all the time. It's in movies. They say it to you, oh no, you deny it, whatever, they're just talking, doesn't mean nothing. You won't listen, like you refuse to listen because you're wired in the opposite way. So you really believe it's this other thing over here, which it's not. So if a woman can find a man who does this, which is very rare, in fact, I don't think I've ever met a male on the planet that's done it yet. Now, I'm not saying they're not out there, I just haven't met one. Now, my clients who have taken the course and been conditioned into this and actually go home and practice this, they're doing it. Other than that, honestly, I've never met another male that does this. It just doesn't exist. And women don't even realize this till they're in their mid to late 30s, and then they get pissed. So Sadia said there is one metric that women go by to find the right male, okay? That will stop the hypergamy, and that one metric is she's trying to see if she can manipulate you. And if she can, then she can't trust you. And because of that, she's going to have to look for a better male. But wait, there's more. So every guy on here thinks that, oh, so they're always looking for a guy that's taller and richer, huh? No, that's not what she's saying. She literally says on this podcast, you could be shorter than her. She could make more money than you. She could be smarter than you. You could be dumber than her. You could be slower than her. But if you have this one thing, she's going to want to be with you. But she doesn't. She says it in the female way. Now, every single woman on the planet, literally, that speaks English will be like, well, yeah, of course, they'll understand it. But men completely misunderstood what she was saying. And I'm going to read you off two examples right now. All right. So, one guy says, why is she trying to spin that it is a man's fault for wanting to trust their partner? This shows how crappy we have raised our own women if they decide they only want to be with a man who doesn't trust her. So she says, I wrote down, you just didn't understand her. That's all. She means she needs to trust you, that you are open and aware of what's going on in your right brain, the awareness brain, so she can relax knowing she is safe with you and being with you because you're aware of the dangers around, or if danger comes from a distance away. Because oblivious men, they won't pick up on it until it's too late. So she needs to know you're aware before she stops doing your job of being aware for you and your surroundings. If she can manipulate you, it means you are not aware, and thus she is not safe with you, due to your not being aware of what's going on around her. So this is what women call a low value male. But you're like, but Mike, that guy makes $1 million a month. He's a low value male if he doesn't have awareness. Period. End of sentence. Guys, this comes from the caveman era. She needed her caveman to be aware because a freaking lion is freaking fast. If that thing's a mile away, you've got about 4 seconds to get your family to safety and to prepare for battle. But the modern male's in his left logical brain, which means he's oblivious. He can't see peripherally, can't hear peripherally, he can't feel peripherally. You have to be able to feel and sense a mile out. And I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. My clients, when they first come in, like, that's not possible. And then when I teach them these techniques and how to do it, like, holy shit. I go, yeah, you can feel that woman over there looking at you, can't you? He's like, holy shit, she's behind me too. I'm like, yep. The modern male, the modern male, oh, this isn't possible. You just told me right now, you're oblivious. That is a massive turnoff to a woman. Alright, I'm going to read the next one. Here we go. Alright. So this guy says, well, let me clarify. So women, they only date and marry men who they can manipulate. That is why there is no respect in marriage today, and women are having unimaginable amounts of affairs on their partners. One thing you need to know right away. This has been hardwired into her from the caveman era, but it still applies. You need to make sure there's no dogs around or some guy who's going to sneak up on you and stab you. It's also to make sure some guy doesn't manipulate you in a business deal or manipulate you out of money or trick you. Most men are naive, and that's what Sadia says. She goes, I'm sorry to say, but the modern male is naive. Women are much more mature, meaning much more aware. What kind of awareness? Right brain awareness, because that's social awareness. Without that, you're dead in the water. My course specializes in all these things that I'm talking about: social awareness, expanded awareness, kinesthetic awareness, everything that we're talking about. This is a third of the conditioning of my course. First thing you do is buy my book, Crack the Female Code, and read it. Better yet, because this also has Get the Girl, Keep the Girl in it, which talks about this internal awareness. Get my ultimate package. It's called the Ultimate Package. It's on sale for $75. Normally it's $225. Right now it's on sale for $75. Get it before I jack the prices back up. Go to crackthefemalecode.com and get the Ultimate Package. And read the book Crack the Female Code first, and then read Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. It also has a book called Sex Signals. It's a very short book on body language. Teaches you some really cool secrets that women will do. I also throw in a 1-hour consultation, and then there's a small 1 or 2 page thing where it talks about internal awareness to introduce you to that before you take the course. Okay, let me read the last one here. Let me pull it up. Alright, so I did. So I'm going to give you my response. So let me read again. So it says, let me clarify. They only date and marry men who can manipulate. That is why there is no respect in marriage today, and women are having unimaginable amounts of affairs on their partners. These are guys that are clueless. So I say wrong. You completely totally missed what she is saying. And I'm going to paraphrase something right now. It's not really his fault, because she's speaking in the female language, not knowing that men don't speak this language, and you don't know that they're speaking a different language than you. Alright, so let me go. So she is saying, if you are oblivious, which by your response, respectfully, sincerely, you are. If you are oblivious and not aware, not in your right brain, with expanded awareness, she cannot feel safe around you, and thus cannot relax and enjoy herself, because she has to do your job and open up to expanded awareness. In other words, now she has to be the man, because you're a little boy. It's an old instinctual thing from the caveman era that is in her DNA. It's locked in there, but it's smart. Mother Nature knows what she's doing. She tests you to see if she can manipulate you. If she can, then that means you are not an aware man, and thus she cannot open up and must stay on high alert for danger, because you are being a little boy, and she has to be your mommy and do your job for you. I do not mean that to be mean, but to be honest about what's going on. By the way, I'm reading this off. The modern male is completely oblivious because of machines, taxes, money, etc., and computers especially, which are all logical left brain systems. Thus, it turns you off from your greater right brain awareness. She needs to know that you can catch her manipulations, and thus you win, which means she wins, and wins too, and also, and now she can open up and be the feminine girl or woman with you, and safely enjoy being with you. When you win, in other words, when you catch her, she's not going to get mad. When you win, she wins, and she's going to giggle, she's going to laugh, and now she can relax and literally be the little girl she wants to be when she's with you. So when you lose, she loses. So if you can't catch her trying to manipulate you, guess what? That hypergamy thing kicks in, and she's going to start looking for a better male. So what's a better male? A male that's aware, who catches her games. And that is a third of the course that I will condition into you. Not only will it show you how to catch her games, It'll save your marriage, it'll save your relationship, and this same key is what attracts and draws women to you. They will see it in you. All right, let me finish off the last two sentences of what I wrote to that guy. I said, she wants you to win. Otherwise, she wouldn't test you. Sincerely, I hope this helps. In other words, if she wasn't attracted to you and didn't see any long term with you, she wouldn't be testing you. She's testing you because she's already looking in the future, imagining being with you long term. So if she's testing you, she's not being a bitch. She's trying to make sure she's finding a man that's going to be able to keep her and her children safe. If you want to learn more, buy my ultimate package. It has cracked female code, get the girl, keep the girl, sex signals. You get an hour consultation with me, and then there's a section on internal language to introduce you to that language. Go to crackedfemalecode.com now and buy the ultimate package. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at crackedfemalecode.com. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.